Okay, so I did a walk-on about 15 minutes before the show onto Mary DeAngela's show on QVC and stopped her in her tracks when she saw this ring. And I held it up to show everyone who was watching Mary on QVC. I was like, 8 carats, don't worry about it. 8 carats of the Grand Sancy historic cut 3-stone ring. This exudes classic elegance. It exudes brilliance. And on top of it, it's jewelry that has a history. It's a cut that has a story. Now let's talk price, because I'm going to let Kathy tell you all about it, because this is a collab of Diamonique and Kathy Levine, our very first host here at QVC. Should be $70. It's not $55.98, or hey, how about a $14 easy pay? 8 carats, don't worry about it. 14 bucks to get it home, don't worry about it. It's J426503. You have your choice of either the rhodium or platinum over the sterling silver, or the 14 karat gold, which is what I'm wearing, over that sterling silver. Sizes 4 through 11. All right, let's bring in Kathy Levine herself. Hey, Kathy, it's good to see you. Don't worry about it. 8 carats, psh, no big thing. It's a big thing.
Go big or go home.
That's right, sister.
Go big or go home.
So great to see you.
You too, Miss Julia. You're looking very hearty tonight.
Very
you look
hearty.
lovely in all of your pretty hearts. Very
Thanks.
hearty.
We're feeling the
Absolutely.
love in this hour show. We're feeling our love of Diamonique and feeling the love of all of us
are.
here at QVC, especially you, John, over there. He's feeling the love. All right, so
Well,
tell me about this historic cut, the Sancy.
well, my Sancy. Sancy is the name of a gentleman. Mr. Sancy inherited this stone from his wife. I'm not sure how that works, where the missus gives the guy the stone, but this was originally about a 60 carat stone back in 1586. And somewhere along the line, Mr. Sancy got a hold of it, and he hired a very specific jeweler to cut not your typical cut, but an 8-sided octagonal stone. And so we are copying the Sancy stone. And this one was done not 1, not 2, but 3 oval, but they're really not ovals, they're octagonal stones. And they total 8 carats. There's the large one in the center, and then the 2 side. And when I did the live stream holiday extravaganza on Saturday, my first hour was at 3 o'clock. We were doing makeovers with some of the QVC employees.
Fun.
And Mally was on, and Kim Gravel, and Tiffany Narbonne. And it was hilarious because, well, nobody could get a word in, I mean, please. But both Kim and Mally grabbed this ring off this poor girl's hand and said, this is it, gotta have it, gotta have it.
You have to.
It is a spectacular design. It's just the simplest band, nothing too special other than 8 carats of OMG, which is oh my gemstone. And they are fabulously sparkly. There's almost like a special star cut on the top, and then you have just brilliance. And we, meaning my manufacturer, had to hire specific diamond cutters to do this stone. This was not done in the traditional Diamonique fashion. We actually had to get cutters that could do this Sancy stone. And the book that we copied it from, they actually placed this in an enormous brooch. And it was a very beautiful brooch. And then it was done in somebody's tiara. These were like crown jewels of aristocracy. And the Sancy cut stone is in the Louvre today. So if you were to go to Paris and you went into the Louvre, you could say, where is the Sancy stone featured? And they would show you the room where you could go. So it's a really gorgeous piece. It comes in sizes 4 through 11.
Yes, it
and
does.
It's sterling silver, as you said, or gold. And this is just that special cut that we have done. And don't be afraid of it. If you're someone who says, I really do like larger stones, you know, but where would I wear it? I just noticed Lori wearing that fabulous double necklace. She's wearing it with a casual sweater, and she looked fabulous. That's the kind of, and look at Mally. Mally loads up was like 8,000 carats of stuff. And I always say to Mally, listen, between you and me, girl, is that stuff real? She goes, it's real jewelry.
That's
It's
right.
real pretty.
It's real
And
sparkly.
you know what?
Makes
It's
me really
real
happy.
sparkly. So if you love it, it makes you feel good, you wear it. And you wear it anywhere you want. You
That's
don't
right.
have to save it. Doesn't have to be just because you're going out. This could be definitely an anniversary ring if you were so inclined, because the first ring you got perhaps was a little smaller when you were young and trying to buy the house and everything else with kids. Now maybe you have said, you know what? I don't want to spend the money on a diamond, even if I had it. Do
Right.
I want $100,000 to go into a diamond of 8-carat proportion?
8
How about I take
carats.
the trip?
Do you want
How
to
about we
hear
take the trip?
a cute
How about
story
we
about
fix
my
the house
parents?
up, you know?
Cute
Yeah,
story about my
sure.
parents. My mother never had an engagement ring. Had the whole wedding, did the whole thing, never had an engagement ring. And she was fine with it. She didn't really mind. But on their 30th anniversary, my father had an engagement ring made for them. They'll be 50 years next September. And they went to their
Aw.
favorite restaurant and they sat down and my father got on his knee and he proposed with this engagement
No.
ring. And my mother started crying and screamed to the whole restaurant, I'm engaged!
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
How creative on your dad's
Isn't that
side
so
to want to
sweet?
do that.
I know.
That's adorable. A lot of people do go second time around diamond or, you know, and in this case, it's a Diamonique, just because if you said to me, hey, I'm going to give you 100 grand to go buy a ring, or would you like to maybe get a new dining room table, maybe get that new sofa you've wanted, you know, that Barca lounger so you can take your snooze in the afternoon. Then maybe you wanted to take a cruise,
Yep.
or you wanted to give something to your kids. What would you do with the 100? Would
Right.
you buy the diamond? I don't think many of us would, but would you spend $60 on something that looks absolutely fabulous?
Well, it's
For sure. And you have it on your index. I've seen it on middle finger. It goes anywhere. It's not a ring that locks you into
no.
ring finger
And it's
only.
comfortable.
So I
It
just
doesn't
love it.
feel heavy. It doesn't flop around or twist around or spin because it's really beautifully balanced with those 3 Grand Sancy stones, that historic cut. And you also have a story to tell when people notice it, because everybody's going to notice this. And it's a $14 easy pay. Your choice of the gold or the silver, or both over sterling silver. It's J426503.